What's going on today, and welcome back to another video. It's your favorite COD coach. Today guys, we're going to be talking about how to improve your accuracy here up in Warzone. So if you've been asking yourself, how is this guy so good? How is his accuracy so insane? Is he actually cheating? All the answers to your questions are going to be answered today. But really quickly, before we do start today's video, if you guys do going to enjoy, don't forget to drop a like, as well as subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications so you guys won't miss out on any of the future content. Also, if you guys are interested, we have an exclusive membership program that's only $5 a month. You guys can tune into the description box down below and check it out. With all that being said, let's get right into the gameplay. Alright, so guys, the first thing I consider whenever actually improving in Call of Duty is going to be my drop zone, and I'm also asking myself, do I have the potential to regain in case I die? Now you might ask yourself, why is he telling me these two things right here? And I'm talking about, I'll come to the video for accuracy. The reason I'm telling you this is, one, you want to choose your drop zone because you don't want to land somewhere where it's going to be so many people to the point to where you're not going to be able to get a weapon, and then you're just going to get beamed before you even get into a gunfight. And two, you're asking yourself this question because in the case that you do end up dying at the beginning or whenever you're playing the game, you guys want to know that you're able to land back somewhere and get a weapon, get your loadout and things of nature right there. So that's the importance of actually choosing a good drop spot and knowing the area that you actually land into. So moving on to the actual tip that's going to help you guys with improving your accuracy, the first thing that I have for you guys is going to be the private match tip. So basically what I like to do, especially whenever a new Call of Duty comes out, each game they have their different mechanics, which can in turn change the way that you actually play the game. So what I like to do is I go into the private match. Once I actually enter into the private match, I go ahead and I turn the bot difficulty on to veteran. I load up about 8 bots, and then I go into a free fall match. Now once I get into this free fall match, what I do is I turn off my aim assist and I turn off my target assist. You might ask yourself, man, I'm trying to get better at Call of Duty, why would I do that? Now the reason I'm telling you guys this is because whenever you turn off your aim assist and you turn off your target assist, you force yourself to actually focus on hitting your shots. With aim assist and target assist on, it makes it so much easier for you guys to actually get kills. But what you guys want to do is practice without using aim assist and target assist. Now what I do is for about 100 to 150, maybe 200 kills, I'll play without aim assist and then play without target assist, and I'll play that way until I feel that my aim is basically the same as it would be if I actually have those two settings on. And then once I do get to that point, what I like to do is I go ahead and turn on my aim assist, and then I turn on my target assist. And what that does, it makes it feel like you have aimbot. Literally the snappiness of your aim after not having the assist from the game, it makes it so much easier for you guys to actually get kills. And it's gonna make it feel like you guys have aimbot. I kid you not, whenever I first did this, I want to say it was up in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I wanted to get to the point to where I didn't lose gunfights, which I was already pretty decent at the game at that point, but I wasn't at where I'm at right now. Now this tip right here, I'm telling you guys, when you try it out and you actually go into a match, you do this for about a good 30 minutes, maybe an hour before you play. 30 minutes is good enough though. You do this for a good 30 minutes before you play, and you guys are gonna feel like every single bullet that you shoot is gonna land on every single enemy that you're shooting at. Now that right there is one of the main tips for the video. I'm gonna move on to centering. Now centering is very important because where your shots land on the enemy is going to determine, one, how fast you kill them, and two, how much damage you're actually doing, which actually go hand in hand with each other. So what you guys want to do is aim for the stomach. Now whenever you guys aim for the stomach, if you guys don't know, the recoil pattern on most of the weapons in Call of Duty is vertical. Now there is some horizontal recoil, especially once you start to shoot at longer range targets, and whenever you start to shoot more bullets consecutively out of the magazine, you guys are going to notice some horizontal recoil. But for the most part, that's a vertical recoil in the game. So if you guys are aiming for the stomach or you guys are aiming for the chest, whenever the recoil actually does kick in, it's going to pull towards the head, which is going to give you guys a higher damage output because of the headshot multiplier. So you guys definitely want to go ahead and aim for the stomach in each and every single gunfight, especially whenever you're pre-aiming around corners or pre-aiming around doorways, hallways, or whatever the case may be. So centering is very important. If you guys think about this, if I'm trying to see down a tunnel but I'm looking at the ground the whole time, I'm not gonna ever be able to see down the tunnel. But if I'm looking down the center of the tunnel, I'm gonna have a visual of everything inside of the tunnel from the top all the way down to the bottom, which is gonna help you guys see people that are hiding in corners better. It's gonna help you guys see people hiding inside of dark spots easier, and it's gonna overall help you guys land more high damage shots each and every single time you guys actually get into a gunfight. Now, moving on to the next strategy that I have for you guys. If you guys ever notice, sometimes when I'm doing my live streams or just whenever I'm playing a game in general, if I'm starting to miss shots, I'll aim out and then I'll aim right back in the middle of a gunfight. Now you might ask yourself, why am I doing this? The reason I'm telling you guys to do this is because every time that you guys actually aim in, especially whenever there's an enemy in your view, it's gonna actually make it to where the aim assist kicks back in. So sometimes whenever you're shooting and you're using your thumbstick to, you know, control your accuracy, sometimes, you know, your accuracy starts to, you know, become bad, especially whenever you're shooting more bullets and the recoil starts to kick in and stuff like that. So you guys want to just aim out, quickly aim back in, and it's going to help you guys snap right back onto those targets. Now this tip is especially helpful whenever you guys up close and personal gunfights, because, you know, that's whenever the aim assist is the most strong. So you guys definitely want to try it out. Maybe throughout the gameplay, I do it a couple times. I'm not really sure. I wasn't paying too much of attention because I was just focused on trying to get you guys a good gameplay and then, you know, commentate over it so you guys can understand, you know, what's going on. So moving on to my next tip that I have for you guys. Now, especially whenever you getting into gunfights, when you're fighting multiple players at one time, you guys want to know where you're going before you go there. Don't just be running around the map, you know, aimlessly looking for people or aimlessly trying to get away. You guys want to have a specific route that you take that's going to get you to the enemies fast and efficiently, and know exactly where you can go, where you can do a circle and then get right back into the gunfight. Now, I don't know if I made sense when I say that, but I'm gonna try to break it down for you. So right here in this gunfight, I heard this kid upstairs talking. Honestly, I don't even know it was a kid. I think it was somebody with a voice changer, but nonetheless, I heard this person up here talking, and as you guys noticed, I instantly, you know, started shooting at him once I heard his footsteps. Now when he shot back, that he broke my armor, so I ran downstairs. Now when I ran down the stairs, I'm plating up as I'm running, but when I go back up the stairs, this guy's already got a position down the stairs because he knows only one way I can come, which is down that hallway. Now once I peep that he's shooting me down this hallway, I run back down the stairs and I loop back around. Now that loop right there is gonna throw off the enemy almost every single time, unless they're like a high skill player, and most high skill players are gonna anticipate you re-challenging a gunfight at some point in time. But if they're not like a high skill player, that loop right there is going to make them think, okay, this person just ran away, so I'm good, which is why I was able to kill that guy, because he wasn't expecting me to come back. Now you want to loop around in each you know, gunfight. So say for instance, if I'm fighting somebody at the front side of prison where I'm currently looking right now, and there's a whole team up the stairs right there, what I don't want to do is run completely, you know, straight up those stairs. Now, because the building is broken in the middle, what I can do is just rotate throughout the middle of the prison and come up that little ramp that leads you into the top of the building, or I can rotate completely around the building and take the zip line, which is going to give me a better position on the enemies that are on top of the building. That right there is going to help you guys so much for winning your gunfights, because, you know, you're just kind of just playing these mind games with them. You always want to think ahead of where the enemies are going to be and what can I do to get a better position on the enemies whenever I'm actually playing the game. So that kind of wraps up all of the tips that I have for you guys as far as how to improve your accuracy. You guys definitely want to practice these things that I'm telling you, because it's going to help you guys just all around be better at the game. Now, moving on, I'm going to try to actually just, you know, walk you through some of my decision making whenever I'm actually, you know, playing the game right now. So right now, I killed the guy that was down below. You know, I heard him walking, and instantly whenever I killed him, what you guys always want to do is pay attention to your radar. Whenever you kill somebody, unless they have on ghost, their teammates are gonna instantly show up on the radar. So what you guys want to do is try to get a position on their teammates so that you're able to get the kill, and then, you know, basically just stay alive. So as you guys noticed, whenever I killed that guy, his teammate was sitting in the corner, flew through the window, you know, got the guy out the window. His teammate was coming up the stairs, shot the dude that was coming up the stairs, and I still heard more enemies. So what I did was I just created the staircase. Now it's kind of hard to keep up with this gameplay because I'm moving so fast, but it's because I practice these things so much to the point to where I just know exactly what's going on. Now, another thing you guys want to pay attention to is your audio cues. A lot of times I'm playing the game, especially when I'm live streaming, people be like, this guy's cheating. And I'm just like, bro, there's no way you think I'm cheating whenever you hear the audio. I'm popping these UAVs. You can see enemies clearly on the radar. I'm listening to audio cues. When I say audio cues, I'm talking about people shooting. I'm talking about people reloading. I'm talking about people coughing in the storm. I'm talking about people plating up. I'm talking about suppressed fire. I'm talking about whenever the enemy is getting shot at, or, you know, any of those things that I just mentioned. Also footsteps, but any of these things that I just mentioned, the game is always having, you know, the game is always telling me what's going on. Because whenever you reload, if you're near your enemies, your operator might be like, cover me, I'm reloading, or something like that. Now if I hear that, I know there's an enemy near me that's potentially low health and that doesn't have a bunch of bullets because they're obviously trying to reload. So you just got to think about stuff like that. Your audio cues are definitely going to help you guys with staying alive and winning more gunfights in each and every single match. Now, moving on to the next tip that I have for you guys, I guess we're going to talk about, we're going to go back to the decision making. Now, I'm gonna try to wait until I actually get into a situation where I'm fighting multiple people at one time, because that's whenever these tips are gonna become, you know, more valuable and easier to understand. But in the meanwhile, I'm gonna try to break it down to you guys in a way that you guys can understand. So the first tip that I have for you guys, say for instance, if I go up these stairs right here on my right and there's a team down this hallway. Now, if I see a guy that's in the doorway on my left side, in the one I just passed up, and he just has his back turned to me, but I see a guy that's down the hallway looking towards me, I want to shoot at the person that has the most, that is the highest level of threat to me. So the person that's obviously looking at me has the highest level of threat because he has the highest potential of killing me, you know, whenever he aims down sight. So I'm going to take that guy out, and then the guy that's sitting in the doorway, which could potentially be his teammate or enemy that's just trying to get a position or wait for him to move, I'm going to shoot at him next, because not only does he not know I'm there, but, you know, I have an easier chance of killing him once I already have his teammate taken out. So right here, I heard these guys coming up around the building from the zip line. So what I did was I just basically waited for him to come up the zip line, which basically just helped me with, you know, getting an easy kill on him. So if you guys notice right now, I'm basically just looking towards the air, making sure there's nobody falling in, maybe somebody brought their teammate back, anything like that. And I see these guys shooting. So now I'm just running towards this gunfire and pre-aiming, get a couple shots out on this guy, move around. I know he's gonna push towards the staircase. That's the only way he has to go to get out of the storm. I see this other guy. I'm gonna go towards the guy that's in the storm. This other guy's obviously gonna try to rotate, throw my equipment. Easy pickings. They just brought their teammates back, look towards the air. Beams, free beams every single time. The guys falling out the air, yeah, that's one thing I do want to talk about before this video ends. When you guys fall out the air, do not hold your shoot while you're inside of the air, because you're a free target every single time. You guys want to dive towards the direction that you want to land as fast as possible, and then you guys want to pull your shoot right before you hit the ground. That makes it so much harder for people like me to shoot you whenever you're falling out the air. Not impossible, but definitely harder. Like that guy right there, he waited until he got to the ground before he pulled the shoot. I'm gonna let the rest of this gameplay play out though. I want you guys to notice is how I use these tips in the video. Easy footsteps. I see him going towards the buy station. I'm thinking I can get some free kills. Let this guy come back. He didn't come. Well, he came back, but he didn't get his teammates. I don't know what he bought or what he did, but yeah, now we're just waiting for the free beam. There's no reason for me to push down into this building, because if he's on a head glitch or if he's in a corner, I can potentially die. What I want to do is wait for him to come to me, listen to audio cues and all that type of stuff right there. Free beams.
All enemy squads eliminated. That's a job well done.
Now, I don't know if any of you guys are interested in actually knowing the class setup that I was using in today's video, but in case that you guys were, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I was using. So what I have here is the Dobrich MF Reflex. I have the long barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, along with the rapid fire, which is going to allow this weapon to be automatic. I didn't find it out until last night. Moving on, for our secondary, we have the C9. We're using a long barrel, the Ranger foregrip, extended mag 1, ergonomic rear grip, and then we have the 9mm overpressured rounds. So there's another attachment you guys can actually slap on this submachine gun that's going to make the accuracy better, which is going to be the G grip. I don't know what it is about this weapon, but it feels like it takes away the visual recoil of this weapon. But I don't know, this one, the Ranger, along with the vertical foregrip, those are really good options to use for this submachine gun. Also, if you guys feel yourself run out of bullets fast with this, guys, go ahead and slap on the extended mag 2. And yeah, so yeah, there's a pretty solid class setup. This is what I'm using in rank play right now. If I'm not in rank play, then you guys can use, I would recommend using stem shots. If you're not so much of an aggressive player, maybe you're more passive, then I would recommend throwing up on the shock charge. And then for my lethal, it's really up to you, but I like to use thermites. I like to use impact grenades probably more than anything else. And then I also like to use throwing ice, which is gonna like instantly kill somebody when they hit them, obviously. Now moving on to our perk setup, we got survivor, but another survivor basically is just gonna make it to where like whenever you get in res, you get res faster, and you also revive your teammates faster, which is really helpful. But you guys can also throw a mountaineer, which is going to take away some of the falling damage whenever you're jumping off of buildings, which makes it easier for getting away from people when you're getting chased. And then we got the quick fix, which is going to make it to where when you actually kill somebody, your white health bar instantly goes back up to 100% versus trying to run around, put on plates and then wait for your health to go back up, which, you know, takes a couple seconds and could cause you guys to actually end up dying. But another one I like to actually use is the tracker, which you can't use in rank play, but this is probably single-handedly my favorite perk to use in the game. Whenever you shoot somebody, their entire body lights up red, and then whenever you're chasing somebody, their footsteps light up orange. So it's really helpful for you guys that's, you know, actually trying to help you guys improve your accuracy. Then last but not least, I finally recently transitioned to using tempered, which makes it to where each plate gives you 75 armor. I think could be wrong about those numbers, but I know it gives you like half of what you know can actually put on, which is really good. Instead of putting on 3 plates, you're just putting on 2 plates, and it just helps you guys for winning more gunfights, especially in intense situations. Now, the other perk that I really like, but I haven't used recently, is going to be Resolute, just because I personally feel like temperate is just a little bit more valuable, especially if I have on a stem shot. Is Resolute, because whenever you're getting shot at, you get a 15% movement boost. Now just imagine if you're running away plating up, you didn't pop the stem, you're plating up and you're running away, your health is going to go back up instantly, and then you're moving like basically 20% faster because of the stem shot and the freaking the movement boost that you get from this. So it's really helpful for getting out of gunfights, especially when people chasing you, running away, you plating up, and then you can reach out and they're like, how is this guy fully plated? It's like you're getting the movement boost. So yeah, man, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, once again, don't forget to drop a like, as well as subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications so you guys won't miss out on any of the future content. My focus right now is helping you guys improve on Call of Duty with accuracy, decision making, all those things in nature right there. So hopefully this video right here was something that's actually going to help you guys improve. If you guys want to, I have a membership program. It helps out a whole lot. It's only $5 a month. With memberships, it's basically going to make you guys, whenever I'm actually streaming, you have priority to get into the game with me. I usually mostly only play with friends and members, but recently I've been playing with viewers. So if you guys are actually a member and you guys want to play, say you just joined the stream, but there's a queue, you guys get a head start inside the queue. Like, you know, you get a heads up over everybody else. And then once you guys actually progress through the different ranks or the different tiers of membership, there are different perks that come along with that. Like for instance, if you're a tier 2 member, you get to see the new video up to 1 day or more early, depending on when I upload the video. And then if you guys are a tier 3 member, I think that's the I want to say that's the gameplay squad. I'm not really sure, but each tier basically gives you guys an extra perk, which is, you know, beneficial for actually being able to see content, be able to see content faster, get exclusive content that nobody else gets to see, and then just have a more personal experience with actually having your own personal one-on-one coach. So hopefully you guys once again did enjoy, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.